My purpose today is to inform you about the changing of America. The number of Americans that came together on the date of 9/11/2001 after the attacks on the Twin Towers was incredible. The unity of that day will always be remembered. But that is not the America that we are seeing today. Everybody is disunionized and isolating themselves into groups based on their beliefs. So today I'm going to discuss the several effects that have changed the unity of our nation, such as the looting of stores, the racial inequality protests, and COVID-19. The raiding of stores has changed America from the unified nation it has always been known as, according to Spectrum Bay News 9 on June 12, 2020. So statistics on 9/11/2001 show that more than 2,000 American service members helped with the aftermath of 9/11. And according to the New York Times, January 11, 2021, President Trump describes looters as the most vicious dogs and ominous weapons he has ever seen. So the differences between September 11th, 2001 and the year 2021 is Americans are very unified in 2001, fighting for each other, fighting for survival together as a union, whereas Americans now are discriminating one another based on their beliefs, based on what they believe is right, and separating themselves from the people who don't believe the same as them. So on that day of unity, September 11th, 2,977 victims that fought for survival won. A total of 403 emergency people had passed during the attacks or the aftermath trying to help others. American people put others before themselves that day as if it was their duty. But now in the year of 2021, there is much disunion throughout the nation. American people are racially discriminating themselves from the people around them and using that as a reason for violent or unlawful actions. Now that you understand the background of how American citizens have changed, let's look at the way that COVID-19 has actually benefited the American people. COVID-19 has quarantined a lot of the U.S., and according to CNBC News, Thursday, September 4th, 2020, the U.S. is being reunited worldwide by getting help from Germany and Italy with vaccinations due to the rise of COVID cases. This help that has come worldwide has caused COVID numbers to peak, and once COVID numbers have peaked, mandates have started lessening and lessening, getting us back to our normal daily lives. Even though COVID-19 is seen as a wrong, they have created a good relationship worldwide, but also especially for the American people. COVID-19 has become a big part of Americans' daily lives. It may have seemed like the world's largest problem, until recently an impulse of racial discrimination has peaked. According to the NBC newscast on June 4th, 2020, beliefs are what is separating Americans. Beliefs is causing disunion in many ways, such as by their beliefs, by their actions as Americans, and by their actions against other Americans. Racism and racial beliefs is only unifying groups and not unifying the U.S. entirely. In conclusion, I have shared a summary of how the looting of stores, the protest of racial differences, and COVID-19 has changed the view of America as we all know as a unified nation to a disunionized country. The next time you take a look at the news, maybe you will be able to make connections to the world that you know around you and the world that you may have seen on video of September 11th or September 12th, 2001.